Breast cancer vlog, day 21. I find myself, whenever I go by a mirror, trying to imagine what my body will be like without breasts. On one hand, I'm like, ooh, I'll be thinner. On the other hand, it's just a wee bit of a shock. So anyway, today my emotions were kind of all over the place. I woke up this morning with a headache, just generally not feeling well, but I knew I needed to get out of the house. So went to the farmer's market, and then I drove up to my sister's house with a pounding headache, really. It's really rare that I get headaches, but something's blooming. I don't know what it is. Anyway, stayed up there for a while and then talked with a family friend who had gone through breast cancer, and she was wonderful, and her hugs were so good, and I knew exactly how she understood how I was feeling, and the fear and the desperate need for comfort. I got that. Thank you, Leonicia. Thank you, honey. Really appreciate it. So then, my sister and I have been diligently working on my parents' estate, and we had to go through a lot of paperwork today because we wanted to try to figure out when our roof was added. That's a long story. Anyway, we finally found canceled checks that were 24 years old, and thank God my parents kept these checks. It's really going to help us. And while we were doing that, I found some very, very precious things that I want to share with you, because we always have to decide what do we do with the precious mementos from years past. So look at this. This, I don't know if you can see this. Here. Is a christening gown from 1908. My grandmother, Betty, was christened in this. And my mother, it's this beautiful, almost transparent cotton. It's not even stained. It's gorgeous. That's one thing. And then look at this. This is my great-grandmother's wedding kerchief. So let's see, if my grandmother was born, my grandmother was born like in 1900 or somewhere in there. So this wedding kerchief, look at that, is probably from the 1890s. There's no date on it, but this is Nana's wedding kerchief. Okay, so that's not all. Wait till you see the next one. This is stunning. This is a dress my grandmother wore when she was 5 years old. So in 1905, she was a flower girl in a wedding in Everett, Washington, and that her mom, Nana, made this dress. Look at this dress. Look at how fine this cotton is. It's like transparent. And this beautiful V-neck insert. It's got lace up the back by the hooks and eyes. Look at the hem. Hand lace work on the hem. And it's perfect. It's not even stained. Look at the details here. Look at that. So, the question is, what do we do with these precious mementos? Like, This, I think, should be donated to a museum. There's more in here too, but that's the best one. You know, it's interesting as you get older and you ponder not being here anymore, and you think about what do you want to keep, what do you want to let go. We always have to ask ourselves, this might be precious to us, but would it be precious to the next generation? Or is it just stuff? As Tyler Henry would say, is it just stuff? I love that we have these precious mementos from great grandmas. I love that we can pass these down. Of course, our challenge is the next generation. I don't know if the next generation sees value in these the way that we see value in these. We're going to have to ask. We took pictures so we could show them to the next generation in our family. So anyway, it's now at the end of the day, and I feel 100% better than I did this morning. And a part of it was just being able to do something that was not cancer related and sit at the table with my sister and my brother-in-law and solve this mystery. And we solved this mystery, and it's very exciting. So that's my story for today. No deep lessons. Love to know what your thought is. What would you do with these big family mementos? I'll see you tomorrow.